Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Mandy, and this is another Operation Use Up Old Paint. So we're going to do some coasters. That first color is Cad Yellow Light from Atelier Free Flow. Then we're going to use some Bellagio Blue from Colourarte, some Bells of Ireland from Colourarte, and some Permanent Blue Violet from Amsterdam. So this is Bellagio Blue. This is a glitz color. So it's a primary element glitz, which are more semi-opaque than the regular primary elements. And this is Bells of Ireland. Beautiful color. It's also a glitz color. So these colors have been mixed up, I can't tell you how long. So along with the Permanent Blue Violet, it's also been mixed up a very long time. They were very thick. I spent a long time thinning them down with some Sonja and water. And then I let them sit to kind of get rid of the bubbles. So that's the Cad Yellow Light from Atelier Free Flow. And here's the Bellagio Blue. You can tell that the paint is still kind of thick, but you can kind of get away with that on a coaster. Now, if you were to keep them that thick on a canvas, just because of the drying time, you would run the risk of cracking. But these are probably still fine for a coaster. And if you saw my most recent video where I did coasters, I did a dual cell activator with titanium white from Graham and Anthraquinone blue from Graham. So I get those from Blick, and I do mix my Cell Activator with Australian Floetrol, which I get from Pixel Paint Designs. She has a great price. She ships from the US, and you can save 10% off using my code below, Mandy10. I also get my boom gels from Pixel Paint Designs. So, and of course, Colourarte, there's a 20% off discount code below using Mandy1120. So if you look for those colors, they would be listed on Colourarte's website under Primary Elements Glitz Colors. So I did use the dual cell activator. I was playing around with them. Since I was already going to be using up some old paint, I figured we could experiment a little bit. And I love the way these turn out. They really do turn out beautiful. I was a little concerned by the amount of Sonja and water I had to use to thin down the blue violet from Amsterdam. I was afraid it would become too glossy to use at the top and then make the cell activator get squiggly, or make my cells get squiggly because of the gloss. But I guess because the paint was in fact so thick, it worked out fine. So aren't these cool looking? I really thought they turned out neat. So it's kind of fun to go and find the paint that needs to be used up and figure out how to use it up together and like what to mix it with. So here's our first close-up. I love that dual cell activator together. It just makes the white lacing look so much cleaner. I like it. I probably should use less expensive paint while I'm playing around with coasters. Maybe just stick to Amsterdam. But I just love that Graham cell activator so much. And I had bought that blue color and I hadn't tried it as a cell activator yet. So it gave me a chance to try it. I also have a turquoise one that I haven't tried yet. And that would probably look cool as a dual cell activator with like turquoise green from Amsterdam. I don't know. I might give that a shot. Anyway, I'm just brainstorming. So we've got the Cad Yellow Light, the Bellagio Blue, the Bells of Ireland, and the Blue Violet. And my light is causing some glare issues. I'm sorry. I tried to fuss with that, but it tends to mess up the autofocus when you're painting on something small. So you can't be too close to it for some reason. It's weird. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the Operation Use Up Old Paint, because there will be a lot of these in the future, I hope, because I have a lot of old paint. So at the end of this video, after I did the set of coasters, I had just a little bit of Bells of Ireland and just a little bit of Bellagio blue left. So I decided to combine them. And they make a really pretty, almost like an emerald green meets a phthalo green with a little bit of a blue tint. And there's just enough in there to like throw into a swipe or something. So I have this idea I want to work on my loaded palette knife swipes. I saw a swipe that someone did that I thought was just spectacular in one of the Facebook groups I'm in. And I wanted to try a similar color palette. So I kind of just put that with the paint I have set aside to try to do something like that. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these. My husband was doing homework and I was working on these. So I feel like I have more ideas for paint or painting or even resin projects than I have time. So sometimes I have to, excuse me, be reasonable with what I have time to do. And sometimes I get distracted by, okay, I have so much of this paint I need to use. So even though I have all these other ideas, I get bothered by the fact that I have all of this paint that's been mixed up and will go to waste. You know, because the house paint that you mix it in is not cheap. The product themselves are not cheap. And, you know, you just feel it feels wasteful. So if I can make them into a beautiful set of coasters, I will. Aren't those pretty? I love that. All that beautiful color in the middle. So yeah. So I did speed this up, obviously, so you wouldn't get super, super bored doing 4 coasters. If you didn't see my last video, I'm using the world's smallest blower to blow them out. I know that I am practicing blowing blooms out myself, and you probably think, well, why wouldn't you practice on a 4-inch tile? That's like way easier. I just love the cells that I get from the world's smallest blower, so I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel there, you know. It gives you really great cells up to maybe a 6-inch surface. But beyond that, it's not amazing. Tomoko does a really good job using it to stretch out the center of her cell activator, like to kind of increase the target size, and then she blows it out herself or with a different blower. And that works great for her, but I don't think I could maybe get it to do that for me. But so there are ways that you can use it on a larger surface, but for me, it's just perfect for coasters. And sometimes, you know, after a long day at work, you want to come home and have a win, and you don't really want to have your blooms not blow out right and get frustrated with the blowout process. So you go for the fail safe, you know what I mean? So yeah, but let me know what you guys think of these. I had a lot of fun making these. I did have a fail on I think it was the last one. So you'll see me scrape one. But I love the combination of these cell activators. Super cool. It's kind of like if you use black and white together, they always work really well together. But I really did love the blue. It was kind of a little softer and gave me a chance to try the blue. I thought the blue had a little bit more opacity. I thought it would be a lot more transparent than it is. So it's really cool. I really love it. And I love the little bubbly look you get with the cells when you use a dual cell activator. They look like cute little bubbles. So in the center, I'm using a turkey baster just to gently break that surface tension and allow those cells to come through. So we don't have like a puddle of cell activator in the center. So you'll see as I pop those bubbles, you'll see the center develop a little bit more. You want to be very careful to not blow too hard when you do that, because you'll blow down into your pillow. That's not what you want. You just want to break the surface tension and allow it to develop in any way it's going to. Let's spin her out. I love the way that cad yellow peeks through. And in some ways, like even the white pillow peeks through, and that it works out okay. I think this is one of the prettiest ones. Check it out. Super pretty, right? I love that part. These are just a lot of fun. It'll probably take me forever to get them all resined, but once I do get them resined, they'll be up in my Etsy shop. I have stacks of things that need to be resined. I have stacks of coasters that need to be resined, so, you know, it happens when it happens. But, oh, you know what? I omitted the scraped one. It's underneath there, so I didn't put you guys through that. Just know that there was a fail involved in there. I just didn't want this video to be too super long. I love the way that green looks against that blue. I was trying to recenter my tile, but my spinner was so covered in paint at this point. It was sticking. It was sticking on the bottom. All right. I hope everybody's doing great. If you missed our big Colourarte collaboration, it's a couple videos back, and you can still go in and watch all of the artists and get a chance to win from everyone's channel and the grand prize. So if, in case you happen to miss that event, the grand prize is a $400 shopping spree from Colourarte, which is amazing. And each of us have a set of PrizmPour as our channel prize. So you subscribe, leave a comment on everybody's channel, and you can win. And then there's a secret phrase that you have to basically build by watching all of the videos, and then you can submit that to Colourarte for a chance to win the grand prize. So we've been doing these quarterly, some of the affiliates for Colourarte, and it's a really great time to learn new artists and get to see different styles, because one great thing is we do have a lot of diversity on our team of different artists that do different things. Some of us might do the same technique but have a different spin, so it's a lot of fun. But I think it's very generous of Leslie to offer such a great prize. So don't miss out. If you haven't seen it, make sure to take the time. I think the cutoff is May 6th, so don't miss it. Don't miss the chance to win. It's a pretty amazing to not only have a grand prize, but have a channel prize option also. So good odds for you guys. So this one has a lot more purple than some of the other ones, but still works. It's amazing how different one bloom can be from another bloom using the same colors, right? There's so many things that go into that. Don't forget the discount codes in the description box below. Have a lot of stuff in there. I've got a tutorial how I mix blooms, what ingredients I typically use. I have my Blick link where I buy my paint that is not like Colourarte or whatever. And so I also have my Fluid Art Friends Facebook group link. Look, this right here is a bummer. There was a big globby of paint and it messed up those really perfectly cute cells. But oh well. So let me know what you think, guys, in the description box or in the comment box below. Let me know if you're new here. I always love to know who's watching, and I love it when people say, hey, I'm new. So introduce yourself. So I'm going to give you a close-up. And yeah, thanks for joining me on the journey of using up all the paint. I appreciate your support. Everyone have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.